Good evening. Welcome back to Win Within on TNC. So let's have Coach Myke back. And Coach Myke.
Hey, hello
Hey,
again. I
hello
am
again,
still
Coach Myke.
here.
And we are still here in Win Within.
Yeah.
So, Coach Myke, for my next question to you, so how can authenticity affect or impact one's Win Within mindset? So,
Well, to be honest, it all boils down to how much you love and appreciate yourself, 'di ba? You cannot really win within if you are not able to love yourself fully and embrace yourself whole, 'di ba? The thing which people oftentimes forget is that feeling nila kapag may front sila or if they parang project another person every time they meet someone, meron
mm-hmm,
silang personang pinapakitang iba and
mm-hmm,
they are not acting based on who and what they really are, feeling nila they're getting away with the murder. But truth be told, doing that
mm-hmm,
consistently would only lead you to feel lonely, to be
mm-hmm,
more disconnected, 'di ba? And
yeah,
feel that you are not actually in a space where you belong. That's the
mm-hmm,
irony of it. Kasi
yeah,
you are trying too hard to fit in with another persona, but then again, you forget that in order for you to really fit in, you must be your own self. Okay?
yeah,
And it's very difficult to win within Coach Erwin
mm-hmm,
if you are not able to overcome that hurdle of being authentic. Kasi, again, we grew up having people judge us. 'Di ba? We grew up having standards to follow, norms of the society and all those things. And then we tend to forget the most important person inside the room, which is ourselves. 'Di ba?
yeah.
So, when that happens, again, everything else, the way you do things, the way that you go about your daily life is affected. Thus, your mindset suffers a lot. And winning can be a far cry thereafter.
Yes, of course. Sabi mo nga, love and appreciation, love yourself, self-care. And yun, people judge us. And actually, there are certain old norms di ba? Like, for example, we are, parang, for example, some of us, especially yung parents natin, or don't do this, or take this course, or something like that. I
Mm-hmm.
think maraming ganun di ba? And
Mm-hmm.
yun, sometimes, and at the same, sometimes kasi parang, blending in tuloy. So you lose yourself. You lose yourself pag ganun. So and later on if you lose yourself, syempre definitely wala. Ano ka na, kumbaga you're out of focus already and
Mm-hmm.
you will not really be who you really are because
Mm-hmm.
what will happen to you is that you're being controlled by others already. And
Okay.
you know, pag
Um,
ganun, 'di ba?
Yes,
Sige, coach.
let me share you about the concept of the adaptive self. The
Yes.
adaptive self, ito yung mga front natin. Ang goal lang
Yes.
ni adaptive self versus the authentic self is to actually make things easier for us, to save us from hurt, to save us from judgment, to save us from, alam mo yun, our fears. Yun yung adaptive self. Yun yung troubleshooting natin. However, we forget that beyond the adaptive self, it is our true self that needs to be nurtured and needs to be recognized by the rest of the world. So yun.
Yun. And that's actually our self-worth. We need to really
Mm-hmm.
know our self-worth. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. Okay.
Yes.
So with that saying, coach, what do you think is the hardest part of being authentic and how can it, benefit you once you imbibe it?
Um, in my own experience and in the experiences of my clients, the hardest part of being authentic or embracing your authentic self is to let go of the judgments of others, 'di ba? Kasi we
Yeah.
grew up thinking always na parang what others think of us really matter. But right now in my current space, I always ask people and I always ask my clients and even myself that
Mm-hmm.
whatever others have to say at the end of the day, would that make me grow in the process? Would that help me achieve my goals? Because if not, my basic premise would always be if it does not help you grow, let go. That
Wow.
is the hardest because we grew up in an environment wherein kailangan mag-conform ka. Kailangan i-consider mo yung sasabihin ng iba. It's not about totally abandoning what others have to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about standing firm and
Mm-hmm.
feeling secured regardless of what they have to say about you. Yun.
Yes, that's good. So yun nga, if I may repeat that, no, if you don't grow, let go. And
Mm.
you should have really have that feeling of being secured. Yun nga, yung
Mhm.
sinasabi natin na it doesn't mean naman na secured ka, kumbaga ano, selfish ka na, or alam mo
Aha.
yun, yung parang mayabang ka na secured.
Mhm.
But actually, security here means that, you're confident of yourself already.
Mhm.
Diba? And that is the most important thing. You should be confident. You should know your self-worth. Okay?
I think that's a very good point, Coach
Mhm.
Erwin. Because when you are authentic to yourself, walang loopholes. So meaning hindi
Yes.
ka mahahanapan ng unguarded moments kasi as you are, 'di ba? I mean the
Mhm.
way I talk to you right now is the way I coach, the way I host, the way I talk and
Mhm.
everything else across all platforms,
Mhm.
okay? And same stories and same energy simply because I don't want ever for people to have an idea na parang, ay, hindi siya ganyan dyan. Ay, hindi siya
Mhm.
Because again, for the longest time growing up, my struggle was embracing myself whole. And now that I've
Mhm.
learned it, I would not let any opportunity to let other people experience me as a whole.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice, coach. Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
um sabi mga coach authentic kasi ano, actually this is a question by my one of my son, and then he goes as what is the difference or similarities between being unique versus being authentic?
Being unique, I believe, is something that sets you apart from the rest, based on my
Okay.
understanding.
Mhm.
Being authentic is that whatever it is that you hold true, you uphold true. Okay? It may or may not be the same with others.
Mhm.
Example, my authentic self latches on integrity. Some other people can also latch on integrity,
Mhm.
right? But it may also be true for them, and that's okay. As long as we walk the talk, as long as we live the purpose that we are meant to serve, and as long as we observe the values that are coached to our heart, close to our hearts, that's all that matters.
Okay, that's true, no? Tama naman yung sinabi mo doon, coach. Very good. Very well said. Okay, so let's now go, coach, to our third part. Okay, third part
Mm-hmm.
tayo. So let's I'll be asking you questions. Actually, this is my for the win portion. Actually, it's FTW portion,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically about failure, tweak, and win. Okay, so I'll be asking you questions in your timeline or in your life journey. Um, So we will be having this question and answer again portion. So
Mm-hmm.
but before that, coach, let's have a break first. Okay. Okay, welcome back. This is Win Within on TNC. So at this point, we'll play FTW. Okay. So just to share with you, friends, for me, FTW can, of course, we know it stands for the win. But today, this portion stands for failure, tweak, and win. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Coach Mike, I'll be giving you certain milestones in your life. And from these
Mm-hmm.
certain milestones, I'd like you to tell us any failure that you may have encountered
Mm-hmm.
and the approaches that you made to tweak these failures, and at the same
Okay.
time how you were able to overcome it and eventually achieve it or turn it to a win. Okay,
Okay. Noted.
so first milestone during your high school days.
Failure.
Failure.
I guess it was really not embracing myself whole.
Okay.
Uh, and just letting myself be bullied and all those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How did I tweak it? I focus on studying and
Mm-hmm.
excelling in school,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually, the same people who bullied me are the same people messaging me to have coffee with them as I speak.
Wow. So right now it's really a win because you won them as
Uh-huh.
what? Your allies already.
Uh-huh.
'Di ba?
Yes.
Okay. Next milestone during your work life, your marketing and advertising life.
Oh, failure. I think it was when my former business partner, the friend I told you about that,
Mm-hmm.
betrayed me for money.
Mm-hmm.
When I almost went bankrupt, that gave me an opportunity to actually take a step back and realize what
Mm-hmm.
is it that I really wanted to do, because I knew in my heart that when I reached the peak of my career, having my own ad agency and running it for during the
Mm-hmm.
time around what 10 years
Mm-hmm.
already, I was
Wow.
quite sure that, I wanted to do something else. That gave me the opportunity to explore. And I guess my biggest win is the person you see right now is someone who's living his dream every single day.
Wow, living the dream
Uh
every
huh.
single day. And I do know that most of the people or most of the listeners right now, that is also their dream in life, of
Mm-hmm.
course, diba? To live their dream, to live their purpose in life. And of course
Exactly.
that is actually what we want people right now to have, to win
Mm-hmm.
within themselves so that they can do their purpose in life. Diba, coach?
Exactly. Beautiful.
Yun. And last milestone that I'll be asking, of course, this past week, coach. Ayun. What any
This
failure tweak and win this past week?
this past week, okay. I think what I could consider as a learning experience. I refuse to dwell on failures. The learning experience I had, to be really transparent about it, was that when I submitted my recording for my ICF promotion,
Mm-hmm.
to be an associate coach, I didn't really know that I wasn't allowed to interview a coach
Uh-huh.
for my demo coaching session. So what
Mm-hmm.
I did prior to this show, I recorded with two other people already so that I could submit my recordings tomorrow, and hopefully if everything goes well by the next time I would guest here, if given a chance, I would be an associate coach of the International Coach Federation.
Wow. So International Coaching Federation. I guess this is the international body, no?
Yeah,
Of all life coaches. I mean of
yeah,
all coaches.
coaches.
Okay, that's
Yes.
good. That's good. So wow. Ano ba to? Is it a congratulations in advance already?
Wag mo na baka ma-jinx. Okay pa naman ako.
So
Okay pa naman. Learning
ano siya?
experience. Learning experience yon to ask. Alam mo yon na
Okay.
parang who and who cannot be included in the recording. So,
Yeah.
yun.
Yeah, yun nga, you don't assume and always get the facts.
Ask.
Yeah.
And be humble enough to ask and do it all over again.
Yeah, actually
Yeah.
that's important, no. That's very good, coach, that you no, no, you pointed that out because me kasi of course I also work in a corporate life, and at the same time I do meet a lot of speakers
Mm-hmm.
and coaches also, and that's one thing that I see common attitude that you guys have we is really having that humility, no?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really important, even though you're already a seasoned speaker, being humble really is very, very important. And you know accepting that sometimes you also learn di ba? I mean
Mm-hmm.
from people, even though you're yun nga sabi ko, if even though you're seasoned speaker already, you learn from other people and then you grow with other people also. And what if you're not humble? Of course, definitely you're not gonna grow also, di ba? Self growth.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
Okay, that's great. So one last question, Coach Myke,
Mm-hmm.
for the FTW portion of Win Within. So, Coach Myke, if you meet your 18-year-old self right now, what would you tell your 18-year-old Myke Celis?
Oh, spread your wings, honey, fly and sparkle everywhere you go. You unicorn deserves to be experienced by the rest of the world. So go on and make things
Wow.
happen.
Wow, that's good. Actually tama ka diyan, coach eh. Sa ako I ano eh. I I have this ano eh, one of my ano eh, one of my ano to eh, go-to phrase whenever I talk to myself, parang the only way you can fly is when you fly.
Mm-hmm.
Parang sabi ko nga, you cannot you cannot do something if you don't do it. So you
Mm-hmm.
really need to fly, parang ganun. So
Uh-huh.
you need not to you need not to be sheltered on any other or anybody's wings. It should be
Mm-hmm.
on your own. You should be on your own. You should fly on your own. And that's the only way you can fly. 'Di ba? Parang you need not to be parang sheltered by any other person, but you yourself.
All of us have wings, coach. We just need to recognize the fact that we have to grow them alongside others. But when it comes to taking flight, it's a matter of choice.
Yes, that's right. That's right, coach. It's a matter of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. And I guess that's it, ano? Ang galing. Imagine being authentic can really help you to win within, 'di ba? That's good, coach.
Mm-hmm.
Um Coach Myke, any final winning thoughts for our guest?
Um, I always end all my interviews and my talks with this one. Again, wherever you are right now, know that it's okay. Whatever you've been through, whatever you're going through, just keep your faith, stay true to yourself, and know that you're on your way to becoming your own hashtag best me ever.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much, Coach Myke.
Thank you.
We
Thank you for
are.
having me.
I guess the guests are on their way to have their best me ever because of what they learned from you and being authentic to win within. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you very much. So Win Within stream Saturdays 8:30 p.m. live Facebook and YouTube. So here in the new channels. So we now come to an end of our today's premiere episode, and I would like to thank everyone for keeping me company for the past hour. So maraming salamat po sa inyo. We are here to help you win within, of course. So do join me next Saturday, same time, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. here on TNC, the new channel. See the new you. If you want to discover how you can win within, please drop me a message through my Facebook account, facebook.com Erwin Ursua. So with that, I would like to remind you that remember, you are always worthy to win in life because you can always choose to win within. So again, guys, win within. So win within. And this is Coach Erwin Ursua. And be a blessing and be blessed. Good night, winners.